Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and learn a bit about our latest capital campaign and why it's so important in the life of our church. And I think the best way to tell you about this campaign is to tell you the story of how this campaign came to be. And the story really begins early last summer when we switched over from heating the building to cooling it. That is, we switched over from using the boiler running hot water through the heating pipes to the chiller, which uses cold water to run through those same pipes, but to cool the building. And when we did that, when we made that switch, we began to see a series of leaks happening throughout the building. And so, of course, we put trash cans and other things under the leaks to catch the water, and we called our mechanical company who services these systems. Unfortunately, when they pulled back the insulation of the pipes to do a repair, we saw this. Pipes rusted so badly that they couldn't even unscrew a valve for fear of tearing the pipe. Upon further inspection, we realized that this isn't just in one place, but this wear and rust runs throughout the entire building. So we asked the mechanical company what we should do. And they told us that there really wasn't anything they could do, that this was unrepairable, because basically you would need to replace all of the pipes in the building. Pipes which run through ceilings and foundation walls and so forth. So realistically, now the entire system would need to be replaced, and we would have to get an engineering firm to tell us what the possibilities even were. Meanwhile, of course, there's no way to stop the dripping. And with that, we also knew that the various components which we were having to replace from time to time were getting far too expensive, and that we were unable to find many of them. This little red motor used to cost about $600 when I started here at St. John's, and now it's around $6,000 if you can find it. That's why the temperature is so off in Tilson Hall, because here's the motor. We also remembered that most of our fan coil units no longer work, and so it became obvious that we are really on borrowed time, and we have no choice but to replace the boiler and chiller system itself and just pray that the pipes and motors hold out until we can do just that. And so we reached out to an engineering firm, and over the last several months, a team of parishioners have been working on a solution. The cheapest option is to retrofit our current building with newer, more efficient technology. Unfortunately, retrofitting a new type of system into place is both a challenge and a major expense. When we considered the modifications to our building, equipment and other expenses, estimates indicate that we're looking at $2 million to replace the boiler and the chiller. But of course, as we look around our building, we also know that there are still other things that need repair and that we need to plan on repairing in coming years, like pitched roofs, elevators, parking lots, and so on. And when one also considers that these repairs come with a larger vision to have St. John's have a building that is not just functional, but one that is inspiring, so we can continue to help our growing congregation move deeper into their faith, and from that faith to reach out into the world to do the church's work. And by all measures, St. John's is a growing, thriving congregation, a church looking forward in its vision and support of the next generation by passing on the values of faith and support that have been such an important part of our lives over the last many years. And so with that forward look, we hope to revitalize the nave of our church, to improve lighting and sound, to replace the asbestos flooring and the damaged pews, and ultimately create a building that is safe, well-maintained, and spiritually inspiring. So that's what the Trinity campaign is all about. It's about creating a space that our relationships can continue to thrive, our relationship with one another and with God. To have a campaign with 3 phases over several years that creates a long-term plan to move us toward completing our goal. Of course, without this plan, the consequences are dire, as our current condition is very serious. But I have hope that each of us will give in a significant way. And I have faith that with careful planning and generous giving, that God will see us through to a future that is beyond our expectations. So I hope you will join me in giving to this campaign and really to the future of our church. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions about how to give or any questions at all about the campaign, please feel free to reach out to me or anyone on our committee or in the office. Thank you all so much, and God bless you.